Good morning, good evening, and good night. Of course, it depends in the world you are. I'm Diego Gomez, and today, guys, we're going to be talking about a very important topic, actually about the tournament of the moment related to women's soccer. Today, we're going to take a look at what happened over the quarterfinals for the U-20 Women's World Cup. We're going to take a look at those two matches that we already take a look at yesterday regarding the quarterfinals. Of course, I'm talking about Mexico against Spain and also Colombia against Brazil. So, as always, guys, I invited to also share this video so more and more people can actually take a look at what is happening on this tournament that it is taking place in Costa Rica at the moment. So, first of all, we're going to begin to take a look at the match of Mexico against Spain because today we're going to talk about what happened. Mexico fell by the slightest difference to Spain in these quarterfinals on this Women's World Cup that, like I was telling you, it is taking place in Costa Rica. The Aztecs put up a fight from start to finish, but it was not enough to overcome a tough rival like La Roja, like Spain, who prevailed thanks to the solitary goal of the striker Gavarro after 25 minutes of the match. After 25 minutes, Spain actually scored the first and the only goal of this match. And also, here are some more images of this match that was taken yesterday, took place yesterday on Saturday. And despite the elimination, the Mexican women's team had an important campaign by advancing to the group stage against category rivals such as Colombia, Germany, also eliminating Germany, and New Zealand. The Mexican national team, like I was telling you before, put a good face on the first half actually against its counterpart of Spain, with the last 10 minutes pressing by the Spain national team to the maximum tie the match. At minute 16 of the match, the referee also had awarded a penalty in favor of Mexico and a foul suffered by one of the Spain players. However, after the revision of the video assistant referee, the whistle changed his decision. Also, we're going to check about one of the most important players during this match for Mexico, which it was Celeste Espino, which was once again the great start of Mexico with her saves against the national team of Spain. This Celeste Espino is the goalkeeper of Mexico, and overall, it's actually doing a very good campaign during this World Cup. And it was not until the 24th minute that Spain actually took advantage of the Aztec defense badly and went ahead on the scoreboard with a goal that actually was the only goal on the match by the top scorer of Spain of what she says in the Women's World Cup. Also, if we keep talking about Mexico and their players, we need to remember Samantha Lopez and also Alexia Villanueva, who were protagonists of the two most dangerous moves in Mexico. Both of the players opted for a long and medium distance shot respectively, which end up hitting the crossbar of the goal protected by Alvarez, the Spain goalkeeper. Also, if we take a look at more of this match on the second half, Mexico actually changed their way defending and began to close the spaces for Spain to get the hold for the ball and the possession. Thus, the Aztec team began to generate more danger with many more players who keep escaping from the Spanish defense. But despite pressing and also having a lot of opportunities during the match, badly and sadly, Mexico ended its participation on this U-20 Women's World Cup. And if we actually take a look at the participation by the Mexican team on this World Cup, actually it was a very good participation if we actually compare this to other Mexican national teams, as the U-20 men's national team, who actually was eliminated by Guatemala on the qualifications for the next tournament of the World Cup that is going to be celebrated in Indonesia on next year. Also, if we compare this tournament to the major Mexican women's national team, of course, it was a better participation on this Women's World Cup. Now let's take a look at the other match of these quarterfinals during this tournament that it is taking place in Central America, and we are going to also take a look at Colombia against Brazil because the Colombia women's national team had a very tough mission that not even the heads up in South Americans has been able to achieve it. Those led by Carlos Peniagua fought until the end to score for the first time in history against Brazil, but they could not break Brazil's goalkeeper Barbieri's door with his best elements. Without goals in the history against those two teams, they had not achieved victories either. Also, if we check what Colombia actually made during this tournament, we need to remember that they actually won the Group B over Mexico, Germany, and New Zealand. They were eliminated on these quarterfinals last Saturday by Brazil. This Colombian team could not beat Brazil and left with a defeat at the Costa Rican National Stadium. The only goal of the match was made by a penalty by Brazil against Colombia. They actually put a good face against Brazil. The Colombian team make a very, very good performance over this quarterfinal. However, Brazil, of course, is not an easy rival to play against. And with their heads held high, they beat farewell Costa Rica without being able to match what was done 12 years ago. If we take a look a little bit in retrospective regarding Colombia's national women's team, 12 years ago when they finished fourth in Germany in the Germany World Cup. And also, we need to remember that the Brazilian dominance and superiority on paper, of course, show who ranks in the South American region again. So yes, actually, this was two of the quarterfinals. Today, on Sunday, there are two matches remaining, and they are going to define who is going to go to the semifinals and therefore going to the finals and win this very important tournament, the U-20 Women's World Cup. So, guys, as always, I invite you to tell me in the comment section down here below what do you think about what has been happening over this tournament, over this very important tournament. Like I was telling you today, we have been talking about Mexico and also about Colombia, who are eliminated from this World Cup. However, they are actually being eliminated with a very, very good performance if we actually compare this with another categories of either Mexico and also Colombia's national teams. So, like I was telling you, I always invite you to follow me and tell me in the comment section what do you think about this. At the moment, who is your favorite team to win this Women's World Cup? And also, I invite you to follow me in my social media that is down here below. Facebook, Diego Gomez TV, Twitter and Instagram at Diego Reportero. And also, I invite you to subscribe right here in my YouTube channel, Diego Gomez TV. Guys, this was all for today, and I see you in my next streaming. Goodbye.